played all out. I'm talking about rolling on the ground, dressed in costume, giggling until you can't stop, and forgetting about the world around you. Letting go of all the things that have held you back and that are on your mind with work or relationships or money or food or anything else, and just been right there with your kids. When's the last time you sat down and played a Nerf gun fight? Or dressed up as Deadpool and Wolverine and had a whole on battle just like they do in the movies? When's the last time you really played like you were a kid? For most guys that I know, most men that I know, and most adults, period, they just they couldn't even tell me that. They can't tell me the last time they really played with their kids and in their life, full on, all out in imagination and possibility and joy. And I want to say that's sad. It hurts my heart because those are some of the greatest moments. And your kids are young, and when they're young, they are all imagination. The more, the better. They want to be in that joyful, connected, imaginary spot, and we get to be there with them. What would be different if you actually took that time and sat down with your kids and actually gave to them that experience of you being right there with them, dressing up, rolling on the ground, having epic battles, being the Fortnite characters, not just playing the game, but actually being a character and dressing up with your Nerf guns and jumping around the house and wrestling and doing all the fun things, playing dress up, playing house, being warriors, being firemen. What would be different if you did those things? If you did those things consistently each and every day? If you really played all out, if you were in the moment with your kids, if you were connected with them in a joyful, imaginative state, what would your relationship look like? What kind of man would you be? What kind of example would you leave? Because what I see for myself and my son is that we do this all the time. We're constantly imagining. We've got so many opportunities where we've been dinosaurs and we've had Jurassic Park battles, and I've been a Triceratops or a Stegosaurus because obviously he's the meat eater and I have to die. And I do it with joy and pride, and I run around and I roar and I swing my head and I do all the things and I get in the moment. I get in that moment and he eats it up. We have epic battles. I'm talking about Thor and Hulk, Deadpool and Wolverine, Thanos and Thor, Thanos and Captain America, Thanos and Iron Man, all of these characters over and over and over again. And we reenact the battles and we reenact the things they say, and we choose joy and connection. Going through the forest while we're hiking as Spider Man and shooting the webs as we run through the trails, catching ourselves in the webs, swinging from tree to tree. And obviously, in real life, we're not, but in our heads and in my son's imagination in his mind, he's doing that. He's living that. And so is his dad. And we're swinging through the trees like Spider Man with ease together. And when we have discussions about these things and what it was like as a kid to have his dad being that, he absolutely cherishes it. And today is one of those days. Today is Halloween. Today's a chance for you to go out there and do this right now. When's the last time you dressed up as Halloween? My son and I go out every single year and we go in costume. And we go in costumes that match. This is our 8th year dressing up together, being a character of some sort that coincides as a father and son. It's epic. It brings us closer together. It's a powerful story and a relationship building experience that we have and we share. And what's stopping you from going and doing that? I'm gonna tell you what, I go out there and I do these trunk or treats, and we go trick or treating like we're gonna do tonight. And what I see is most parents wearing jeans and a jacket and just standing there as their kids run up and get the candy and walking in from place to place. No excitement, no joy, no imagination, no connection with their kids in that moment, just observers on the side. And what if you played along with them? What would change in your life, in your relationship, in your connection with them, and your joy and satisfaction in yourself if you actually partook in the experience and not just observed it through them and watched them as a third person player, but that you actually were the player and one of the stars of the show, the co-star in your kid's journey through life. How would that change the world that you have and the relationship with your kids that you got? Whether you have them every single day, every other weekend, one weekend a month, or whatever it is. How would these moments like this impact that relationship? And beyond just the impact in that relationship, how would these moments change the life for your kids? Because I'm gonna tell you what, my son seeing me dressed in costume, going out there and partaking and doing all of these things with him each and every day, each and every opportunity I got to dress up, to play big, to get it on the floor, to laugh, to giggle, to imagine. My son sees that, and it permissions my son to then go out there and be that in his life, to be that and more, because he sees his dad playing like a kid. That as an adult, you can play like a kid, and it's okay to play like a kid and be in those moments. To not be worried about what other people are thinking and doing and looking at you and judging, but to be in the moment with the most important person in your life, the kids. Because it's not about those other adults. If they're out there not dressed in costume, if they think I'm weird and goofy, guess what? I don't care. You know who I do care about? My son. My son and his lessons and what he chooses into in his life, and how my actions and my decisions and the things I do and teach him permission him to live that life. Because me playing big permissions him to play big. Me living in a possibility and imagination permissions my son to step into possibility and imagination in his life. And when he comes up to these moments, when he gets to be an adult and he gets to have his own kids, he's going to show up for my grandkids just like I showed up for him. And maybe even better. He's going to take the time to find a costume that really resonates, that brings them together and builds a relationship. Because you know what happened? My son didn't even know who Agent Z was. I actually tried to show him Men in Black like a month and a half ago. And I put it on and he protested because heaven forbid Dad picked one movie out. And I said, what? Oh, you don't want to watch it? Okay, well, fine. Well, let's not watch it then. We'll watch something else. What do you want to watch? So we go to watch something else. And him and I sat there and watched a different movie, whatever he picked out. And it was probably Deadpool because he loves Deadpool. And we watched it. But what happened then on Halloween is that we showed up at Halloween. I'm Agent Z. Adults there are laughing, getting a kick out of it. They're loving my costume, and he didn't get it. Dad, what's that from? All these people recognize your costume. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've seen it. And I was like, you haven't. I tried to show it to you when I came up with the idea, but you didn't want to watch my movie. He's like, well, I don't want to watch it now. I want to see it now, Dad. And I was like, well, tonight we can watch it. So we're done. And so we truck or treated, and then we went home and we watched Men in Black. And at the scene where they go into the store, you know, Will Smith walks in, the guy, right, and goes sees Jeeves and stuff, and he's like, "Hey, I know you were helping this guy out, you know, and you're selling counterfeit jewelry and stuff." And you know, Jeeves like, "Oh, playing cool," and then the agent walks in and says, "All right, show him the real stuff, Jeeves." And he goes, "Oh shoot, man, this is real," you know, and then he does, and Will Smith walks out and goes, the agent. Can't remember, Agent M, I think it is, or K. K walks out and goes, hard to put a picture on this moment, isn't it? I get a grasp on this moment. And he walks out there and he says, yeah, you know, stuff. And my son goes, Dad, are you like Agent K? And I go, no, I'm Agent Z. He goes, I didn't get it. And I was like, I'm showing up, son, in a way, and I'm giving you a glimpse into the world that most people don't ever get to see. I'm giving you an opportunity to experience something and live in something, the possibility for a life that most people never experience. And my challenge for you guys is to take that on, because truth of the matter is you might get 10, at best 12 Halloweens with your kids. And if you are a co-parent like I am, you get 6 or 5. And how do you take advantage of those things? How do you live in those moments and make them impactful for life? Because I don't think his mom does this stuff. Maybe a little bit, but not like I do it. Guarantee it, because I'm his dad. And when are you taking that on? And whatever age they are right now, go and be that. Choose in right now. What would change in your life if you chose in to being that person for your kids right now today. Right now today. Today's Halloween. Go be that guy. Go get that costume. Go show up in a way that you've never done in the past and show them what real true joy is, that an adult can play kid games and find the joy in being the experience, and that they then can also do that themselves. How much better will your relationship be by getting goofy, by getting weird and jumping in? And what kind of life are your kids going to leave if they see their dad doing this stuff and then they can do it too? I don't know. I can't say what the end result's going to be for you or for me, but I can tell you what my son knows is that dad was not afraid to do anything. Dad was willing to go out there and give 100% of himself and be in every experience. And so when we are playing, I play. I play all out. I mean, we have fights, we box, we do all the things because it's so important for my son to see his dad be that. Because what I want for him and for all of Martin's in the future to come and get is that connection, that joy, that bond, knowing that their dad's with them in every moment of every day, playing all out. Go make that your life, guys. Right now is your chance. Got nothing but love. Let's make it happen. Happy Halloween. 2025 is almost over. What are you going to do? What are you going to do for the next 2 months? How are you going to take this world on and make the best for yourself and for your life? Take it on. Make it happen. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to do a call to action because I forgot to do it. Call to action right now. Go and click below. Subscribe and like. But join the school community, the Proving Grounds. In there, we are doing amazing things, supporting dads, supporting community, making a brotherhood of men who are taking this world on. We'd love to have you. The school is free, and we have so much to give. So much. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to having you. I wish you all the best. Happy Halloween. Go make today special. You only get one chance to do today. Do it right. And the question is, how do I end this? Oh, shoot.